This is called The Road to Arlington. Your presence shames the souls who've died and smears the tears their families cried for loved ones who have passed in peace and war. The cherished perished lying here can face their God and know no fear. Sacrifices cleanse their souls forevermore. Content to take their final breath, they overcame their fear of death for honor, family, friends, and country too. You dared to stand with conflict dead when it was battle that you fled. What honor is bestowed on them by you? Arlington is not the place to show your felon's heart and face. No flags will flutter in the breeze, the winds will falter in the trees, the clouds will cover up the sun. Don't take your crooked heart to Arlington. The souls of those who rest in peace will feel their honored slumbers cease, should you go back to tread that soil anew. The founding fathers never meant their vision of a president to go to one so venal and corrupt as you. Their souls make it a hallowed place, not where you should show your face for stunts you hope ingratiate and sway. They gave their lives for freedom's cause and liberties enshrined in laws the US sees you piss on every day. You shirk and disavow all blame, your destiny's eternal shame. The tears of blood their families shed were wept for love of honored dead, not one debased and sullied such as you. They fought to halt empires of hate, for liberties you denigrate. They died in droves on foreign soil, but you defile their deathly toil. When you were asked to heed the call, a doctor's note helped you forestall the moment Uncle Cho and you would meet. Bone spurs meant you couldn't run, at least not at an enemy's gun, but you'd be first back if they'd said retreat. One thing I'd like to hear you say, would you have signed off on D-Day? The souls who perished far away at Omaha and Utah say, don't take your crooked heart to Arlington. You'll leave Ukraine hung out to dry, her people bombed and left to die, her army starved of arms to fight, while you care nothing for their plight. Millions left then to their fate, while you toady with your Russian mate. Vlad the Bad's an okay guy, and Kim Jong-un has texted hi. Or say that Kim does not seem bad. That haircut though, now that is sad. To Hitler what would you have said? Your killers have left millions dead. Or say he'll show me Dachau's gates. You know, I think we could be mates. You talk as if you know what's tough. A paper tiger's sodden bluff. Deaf to all the free world's pleas, your policies meet greet appease. Who told you you could act this way? Who told you that it was okay? Does General Kelly sleep at night, who worked to put your chaos right? The memory that he once served you must make his soul puke through and through. Perhaps he just stared at your tie, too repulsed to meet your eye. This is not the place to dwell on the Kelly family's private hell. The families of all those who've died can never dry the tears they've cried. They have the right to say, though, stay away. Thumbs up with that girl was kind, but shouldn't you have paid some mind to etiquette that says no photos there? A woman who invoked that code then had a mental episode, according to your aides who didn't care. Chung said she'd suffered TDS. That's how your team deflect this mess? Despicable was lascivita's view, on a photo op that backfired, it's true. Not something people misconstrue. The army even said you'd erred, rebuked your team for what occurred, but most suspect your aides would say, screw you. One Arlington rule, even you can't defy, no matter how much you bluster and lie. Put a penny on your grave as you're passing by, but no nickels or dimes. Do you wonder why? These are reserved for the honored revered, who you trained with or served, both things that you feared. So a doctor whose children say you never met ticked bone spurs to excuse you your personal tech. The battle now has stooped so low, there's nowhere left for it to go. But the dignity these families show, the quiet tears that freely flow, are things that you will never know. The concept of the greater good is one you've never understood. Arlington's a hallowed place, excluded from your PR race. And don't return with JDV, whose shitstorms you did not foresee. Some question now, should he resign? His speeches are just asinine. The job's above that boy's plumb line. Does JD have a lover line? His report card shows a minus sign. God, even Teal must daily weep, his acolyte who's now a Veep. What's it cost JD's upkeep? Set 1106 for history's scrap heap. Trump's slurs and his disgraceful tone fit him like a two-bit would-be Al Capone. If you return, you should not stay, though no one there dares bar your way. But every minute you delay, 400,000 restless souls are who you betray. Do not return to bid these souls goodbye, you who can't look even Judas in the eye.